Hello. You're tuning into the episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's second topic, scores and predictions for Baltimore Ravens versus the New York Giants. Guys, I'm gonna be real. I would, as a fan, I'm looking at this game and I'm thinking, oh, the Ravens are going to come out like gangbusters. Bang, 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 bang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Remember on Pops? Bang, 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 bang. And that's probably what most fans was hoping would happen. You know, 200-yard rushing game by Henry or a Jackson 5 or Jackson 6. You know what I'm saying? On the way. But I have a feeling it's not going to be that. I have a feeling it's not going to be that at all. I have a feeling this is going to be a mid-scoring game where the Ravens score in the 20s, milk clock, get out of there with a win, and look on to their next game. Now look, next week I believe is Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. Next Wednesday is Christmas. And I'm watching how this is playing out. And I'm saying to myself, man, this is not the game where fans get what they want. This is going to be a game where it's all about the dub and let's stay healthy all the way going into the playoffs. Now, that can mean one of two things. And I want to make sure that I preface everything. I'm going to give you what I think the stats stuff are going to be. I think that means that there could be a heavy workload. But I think they're going to diversify the running. Do not expect Derrick Henry to rush. I do not expect him to rush for no 200 yards this game. I think he's going to rush for probably 80 or 90 yards, give or take. And I think once he gets that 80 or 90 yards, you're going to see a lot more Justice Hill. Now, fair. This isn't the best team, and that could all change. Like how some games where Henry had 40 yards for 3 quarters, then he busts a 50 or 60-yard run, and now he's at 100, and then he breaks another one, now he's at 150, and everyone's like, oh, God, here comes the train. So that could happen, yes, and I know a lot of people are going to say that, but I don't think he goes off this game. Like I said, I think this is going to be a very balanced game. I think they're going to use all of their weapons. I don't think they're going to rely on anybody specifically. And I think by using everybody, it's going to be a lot of spread out statistics. But still, they get the dub. I think the Ravens put up around 28 points this game. But I'm gonna tell you what I think happens, right? So here goes the scoring. I think Lamar Jackson passes for 2 touchdowns. I do. I think he passes for 2 touchdowns tomorrow. And Derrick, and on top of, I was gonna say Derrick. I feel like Derrick Henry, because he hasn't been in the end zone in the last 2 weeks, I think they will force him to get in. So if there's anything at the goal line, he's getting it. Now, that could be a plus sign to say if Lamar knows they're all saying we're going to give the ball to Henry, he can get a rushing touchdown. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be no high-flying game. So I think the Ravens are going to score 4 touchdowns completely in this game. 4 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns and 2 kicks, 2 field goals. And I think Lamar, like I said, gets his 2 passing touchdowns. I think a rushing touchdown goes to Derrick Henry, at least 1. And I think Lamar also gets 1 himself. I think there's going to be a keeper where he keeps it and he runs on the right side. Everyone's going to come down to stop Henry, and then Lamar's going to take it in for a walk-in touchdown. Against weaker teams, you see them kill them with that. Now, do I think they're going to run the QB power? They could, judging how that play has been a staple in the Ravens offense, especially going against NFC teams. Lamar, last game he didn't, but now I think with the year coming down, I think you might see a couple of the designed runs, and that's the famous one where it's an RPO, he keeps it, it's a QB power pretty much. You know what I'm saying, and he runs through the middle. The linebacker coming down is blocked. by either the tight end or the fullback, and then Lamar has a two-way go behind him to pick to go left or right. And he's pretty much looking where the safety. If the safety comes down to go left, well, he's going right. If he comes down to right, then he might go back left to get him to come back to. But he doesn't want to get back into the teeth of the defense. He's trying to break away and get as much yards and get to safety as quickly as possible. Hence why I think this is a game where Lamar gets roughly around 60, maybe 70 yards rushing. This is not going to, I don't think it's going to be a spectacular game. I really don't. Because the Ravens, it's just the way John Harbaugh coaches a team, that I watch this team and I say, man, they could probably blow this team up, but they're not going to. So, like I said, I think Lamar gets 2 passing touchdowns, maybe a rushing touchdown. Derrick Henry definitely gets one. But Lamar, staying on Lamar, I think Lamar gets around 230 passing yards. And like I said before, I think he gets around 70 to 80 rushing yards. So he'll be over that 300 total yard mark easily. Now, do I believe it's going to be 3 total touchdowns? It can be, but I can easily see Lamar getting 2 passing touchdowns and him giving Henry the ball on the line and just saying, just go get it up. I'm good. We're winning. Let's go get this dub and get out of here. You understand where I'm coming from? That's 28 points right there. That would be, which would be in the 20 mark. And I think the Giants put up roughly 11 to 13 points. Now, who else? I think, like I said, I already told you what I think Henry does. The receivers for this game, I think he is going to spread this ball around, even though I think the leading receiver is going to be Mark Andrews. I think that Lamar is going to lean on Mark Andrews more going into these playoffs, and he's going to look for him more, even though I think that likely has been very underutilized in this offense when I truly feel, to me, he's their most dynamic weapon all around. He gives you the stop, go, and the yak of Zay with the big body catch radius and jumping ability of Mark Andrews. And he has the shiftiness and the route running, to me, as a Bateman. He is their best all-around weapon. And to me, he's being very underutilized. But like I said, I think Mark Andrews gets the bulk share of the catches. I could see likely catching one maybe for 30 yards, maybe 40 yards, because everyone's going to have eyes on Mark. He's going to run somewhere like wide open. There was a play like that last week where it was missed. I think they make up for it this week, and you'll see a big gain on that. But once again, I think Justice Hill gets a real good sample. And if you're going to think about any player that's going to have a good game, I think Justice Hill has a good game. Look for Justice Hill to have around 30 to 40 yards rushing and around 30 to 50 yards receiving. That's where it's going to go. I really do. And I think the quarterback for the Giants throws 2 interceptions. Now, I know people's going to say, well, if he throws 2 interceptions, it's going to be more points. Not if the Ravens are trying to milk the clock. Not if they're trying to milk the clock. And we know how Harbaugh is. We want to milk the clock, not put our offensive line in any precarious situations, just have those big bodies moving forward, and then let's just go get this dub. And I could see that. I could see them going up 28, maybe 21-7, and then Harbaugh's like, all right, we're in the fourth quarter. Let's cruise. We just got we just got back a turnover. Let's just cruise. And I could see us getting maybe one more touchdown after that, and we're definitely cruising. It's just run. We're going to run away, and then we're just milking clock. You know what I'm saying? But I got the Ravens winning this game, 28-13. That's what I got. So that's 2 field goals and a touchdown. 28-13 Ravens. Ravens lead with the game. Lamar Jackson has 2 passing touchdowns, maybe 1 rushing, and Derrick Henry has 1, or Derrick Henry has 2 rushing touchdowns. Lamar still has 2 passing touchdowns. And I think that one of the receiving ends of that is going to be Mark Andrews. I think Andrews is back. I think Lamar is pretty much saying, you know what, you guys are not getting open, so I'm going to start leaning back onto Mark. And I think that's going to make the receivers very uncomfortable and mad. But once again, if they're winning, how dare they speak up and say anything? So I think that's what I was going to go down moving forward. But like I said, this is the game everyone's going to be looking at, because the Ravens got to win. And you know how it is. Ravens versus Giants. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? But what do you guys think? What's your scores and predictions? And to be clear, my scores and predictions have been off the last 2 weeks. I've been off, so I've been in a little rut. But I'm thinking I hit the nail on the head this time going around. I really do. And I think it's going to be a literal John Harbaugh game. Get up, milk the clock, get out of there with the W. So we're going to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see. But like I said, that's the episode of the Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. And now we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know, love the comments. If you haven't done so already, check out the Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness, one of your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you would like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App's located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nectar, signing off. And as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp!
Finish him, Daddy.
Teen Titans, go!